Hey folks, it's Jeremy Whaley here from Trade Maestro, and I've got some bad news for you, and I also have some really good news, but we're going to have to talk about some of the bad news first. So if you're a baby boomer right now living in the United States of America, this is very pertinent for you. I've called this video the Baby Boomer Retirement Fix. Why? Because here are the true stats. 71% of baby boomers are not prepared for retirement. Now, that is a stunning statistic. That means 7 out of every 10 baby boomers. And that statistic is actually going up. When this study was first done by Allianz a couple of years ago, it was back in 2019, that statistic was like 64%. And here we are, it's been 6 or 7 years later, and that statistic is over 71%. I mean, it's actually just getting worse and worse. And here's the reality. The Gen X kids that are coming up that are about to, starting to hit 55 and 60, those guys are also underprepared. And the reason is because we were not given a system that would work in retirement, number one, but more importantly, we weren't given a system that actually solved the problem. But here's another fact. There are solutions, and that's what I want to share with you in this video. I want to share with you a strategy that we've been working with called the retirement wheel, or the retirement wheel strategy. And for some of you, this is the absolutely perfect solution to your challenges right now. It's not perfect for everybody, but it's perfect for a lot of you. And you may have noticed, if you've been watching my content very long, you may have noticed that we've made a shift. We've kind of stopped talking about some of the analysis that we put so much emphasis on for so long, and instead we're focusing more on cash flow strategies, because that's where people are really struggling right now. And I know that's probably where you're struggling. So even if you have a smaller trading account, even if your trading account's only a $20,000 or $25,000 or $50,000 trading account, you can do this technique and you can start creating consistent monthly income with it, okay? So here is another fact that you may or may not realize. You do not make money buying stocks. Now, if you're a baby boomer, you were told the opposite. You were told, go work really hard and then, give some money over to a financial advisor and let them buy some stocks for you. You don't actually make money buying stocks, and you don't make money holding stocks. You say, well, how do I make money? You only make money when you sell your stock. That's the only time that you make money. You got to understand this. Complete different philosophy, but it is the reality. It's the reality of how the market works. You don't make money when you buy it. You make money when you sell it. When you buy it, money's leaving. When you sell it, that money's coming back in. And so what this strategy does is it flips everything upside down. It puts it on its head. Basically, we focus on the cash flow part of the trade. So number one, we're always selling. We're always selling in the trade. We're focused on cash flow first. And here's the best part. You can get paid weekly. You can get paid twice a month. You can slow it down and get paid monthly if you want to. But you kind of get to decide how you want to design this. And the truth is, anybody can do it. So let's kind of walk through it. Let me show you what goes into this strategy, this technique that we're calling the retirement wheel strategy. So first and foremost, the first step you're going to do is you're going to sell a put option. And what happens when you sell a put option? You get paid. Now, if you've never sold options before, that's okay. But this is the first step in the journey. We're going to sell a put option, and we're going to get paid immediately. And that money is actually yours to keep. People often don't realize that, but when you sell an option, you receive that money immediately, and it is yours to keep. Even if the trade hasn't completed, it's yours, okay? Now, when the trade is fully completed, that's when it's yours to spend, but you're going to get to keep that premium no matter what, okay? Now, the next step in the retirement wheel strategy is we're going to use that to buy the stock. And without getting into all the nuances, you may or may not actually have to buy the stock. A lot of times you never even have to do it. You just get paid and move on. Like, that's it. Just go collect your paycheck. That's the really fun part. Okay, but sometimes we need to buy the stock. And when we do that, it's going to come in step number 2. We buy the stock. Now, immediately we turn around and we make more money by selling a call. So you notice we've got 2 of our 3 steps here focused on selling. What do we do when we sell? We get money in. Money is coming in. And once again, that premium is yours to keep. It's yours. Okay, just like when you sold the put, you got that money and it was yours to keep. When you sell the call, you get that money and it's yours to keep. And then the next step is we're going to sell the stock. And guess what happens? You get money for selling the stock. And then what are we going to do? We're going to turn around and do it again. Wash, rinse, repeat. So that's it. 4 simple steps right there. We're going to sell the put. We're going to buy the stock. We're going to sell the call. We're going to sell the stock, and we're going to turn around and do it again. And you'll notice 3 of these 4 steps are always selling, always bringing in money, bringing in cash flow. That's why this is a cash flow strategy. And so let me kind of break down a couple more ideas for you. Number one, why does this thing even work? And there's 2 primary reasons why this strategy works. Number one is because the primary profit lever is time. The more time that moves through, the faster you make your money. That's just the reality of it. So the time component is really your favorite part of this particular strategy. The second component is probabilities. And with this particular technique, we actually flip the probabilities. And I'm going to show you both of these right now. So let's talk about the time component first. This is a chart that it's a kind of a theoretical chart, but it's very realistic of how your option time decay works over time. And you'll notice the last 2 weeks over here, the orange line is just going down very, 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 very quickly. Why is that important? That's where you're making your money. So we're going to sell the option with about a week, maybe 2 weeks to expiration, and boom, it's going to come into full realization. And we're going to do it again and do it again. If you do get put the stock, then it's not a big deal because we've got probabilities on our side, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. But understand this part to begin with. You're selling something that is a very high probability trade that the longer it moves, the more you realize profit on it. It's one of the easiest things you'll ever do. Now let's talk about the probabilities. Most of the time, whenever you're trading a stock, you want that stock to go up. If it goes up, you make money. If it goes down, you lose money. If it stays the same price, you lose time value, but you don't necessarily lose money, but you lose opportunity cost, okay? With this technique, whenever we sell our put options to get into this trade, if it goes up, we make money. If it goes sideways, we make money, and it can even come down a little bit and we make money. You say, what if it comes down a lot? Well, we can still make money because we're going to buy the stock and turn around and do it all again. So the reality is the probabilities of making money with this strategy are very, very high. And I've laid it out on this screen. If you understand anything about the strategy, you'll get it. If you don't, then just trust me for a brief moment here. Here's what happens. 66 to 85% of the time, nothing ever happens. That's the reality. I said you're guaranteed your income, which you are. You're guaranteed your premium. But somewhere between 66 and 85%. And you say, how do you get there? Every trade is different. So I'm giving you kind of a broad range here. But on its face value, 66% of the time, you never end up even buying the stock. You never get past step 1. You just keep selling and keep making money over and over again. If you do get to the next step, then we have other steps for that. So look at this right here. Like I said, 66 to 85% of the time, you never get put the stock. If the stock goes up, if the stock stays the same price, if the stock goes down but closes above the strike price, nothing changes. You literally never got past step 1. And that's going to happen between 66 and 85% of the time. Okay. Now, what if this trade does come down? What if the stock comes down and you end up buying the stock? Well, here's the deal. If the stock comes down and closes below your strike price, you buy it, and then we turn around and we run the wheel. And we sell the covered call, and then we can't collect money on it. And then we sell the stock and we collect money on it, and we can turn around and we do it again. And you do it again and again. Now, this works great. I mean, it's flawless in a bullish strategy, in a bullish market. In a bullish market, you almost never, it's actually more like 95% of the time, you never end up buying the stock. You just keep collecting money. In a bearish market, it also works because it keeps lowering our cost basis so we can get closer to breaking even over and over and over again. And that's why it's such a powerful strategy. So here's the result that you get with this particular strategy. Number one, you get a technique that's focused on cash flow. And that's what every baby boomer is struggling with. It's not that you guys didn't know what to do. You did what they told you to do. It's just that they prepared you for a world that didn't exist. Baby boomers were born between 1945 and 1965. You were born in an era when the US dollar was backed by gold. It wasn't inflating the way that it is today. And then in the 1970s, they did a rug pull on you. And that's not your fault. They did a rug pull. They took the dollar off the gold standard. Inflation went through the roof. You guys all lived it. And yet what didn't change was the investment strategy. They didn't say you got to prepare now for inflation. Instead, they said, oh, yeah, inflation's normal. Yeah, it's all good. And then you get to retirement, and you're like, wait, I'm 65 years old. I can't stop working. Or in the case of many of you, 70 or 75 or 76. My father's 76. He's going to retire next year finally. But, that's 10, 12 years after they said you should be able to stop working, right? Folks, it feels dire. I know it feels dire, but it doesn't have to be. It's just you got to shift the perspective a little bit. It's not about buying a stock and holding it forever. It's about creating cash flow. This is a strategy that does it. It has a high win rate. It is a solution to the problem. Let me tell you what it's not. What this strategy is not is it's not day trading. It's not high maintenance. And it's not a higher risk than what you're currently doing. I promise that. And it's not what your old school advisor wanted you to do. What is it? It's a solution to your problem. It's something that we call the retirement wheel strategy. Okay. So listen, I have got a program that we're putting together right now. We're doing it. We're teaching it on Wednesday nights. It's not too late. If you've not joined us yet, I would love to have you join me. Go ahead and click the link in the comments or in the description. If you got any questions, reach out, help@trademaestro.com, help@trademaestro.com. This is a solution for you. I would love to have you join me. Let me help you with this. We're helping lots and lots of people who've been trading for a long time and not making money or suddenly making money with this because it's such a predictable strategy. So be sure to check it out. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and like and subscribe, or if you're on another platform, follow, whatever the terminology is. And let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks for watching. I hope it's been helpful for you. Until next time, happy trading. We'll talk to you soon.